Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new vlog. Today we are heading to the beautiful San Martino di Castrozza with a couple of friends. Miki has a house there and is the perfect place to relax, especially with how hot Italy gets in July. Even Eddie was surprised by the high temperature we've been having. He definitely didn't expect Italy to be hotter than Indonesia. But the great thing about Italy is that when it gets too hot, you can easily escape to the mountains where it's much cooler. We picked Pato from the groomers and then we were finally on the move. Pato is Miki's adorable dog and is this gorgeous fluffy dog with a blue tongue, the only breed with that unique trait. It's a 𝐾𝐿. On the way, we stopped for some food and just enjoyed this drive through this beautiful, beautiful scenery. San Martino is this small, charming town surrounded by breathtaking mountains. It's one of those places where you can feel completely connected to nature. While we waited for the rest of our friends to join, we settled into Miki's beautiful, cozy wooden house, and it's such a warm and inviting place. The first thing that we did was try some classic deer salumi, which is a local delicacy. While we were snacking, Eddie got fascinated by this spider web. The web was incredibly strong and he kept pulling it and it just wouldn't break. In the meantime, all our friends showed up and we decided to mess around with the drone. Samu told me he's really good at flying it and even uses it without the safety controls that stop it from getting too close to objects. And of course I had to give it a try. And let's just say that it was one of the funniest moments of the trip. I nearly crashed the drone again, and here is the slow motion footage of that coming up. Look at our faces. And after that we captured some awesome drone shots of the area, and look at this view. It's just so peaceful and refreshing. The drone just gives you this perfect view of really the vastness of nature all around. After leaving the house, we set off for a walk. The weather was fantastic and we had a chance to enjoy the last bit of sunshine. We wandered around exploring the various rivers and the beauty that San Martino has to offer. The fresh air made it even more enjoyable, and Miki was our guide and he was sharing with us interesting details about different spots in San Martino. We even came across this stunning lake. Later, we stopped for an aperitivo drink and waited for the sun to set before heading off for dinner together. Now, let me tell you about this restaurant, Da Anita, which is, in my opinion, one of the best places I have ever eaten in my entire life. What really made this place so special was that everything is sourced locally. The animals and the vegetables are raised right there in the area, making it a true kilometer zero experience. Everything was beyond tasty, and I honestly don't think I've ever had such a fresh and flavorful food. Even Eddie said that this was his best meal ever. I think we pretty much ordered everything on the menu. It wasn't a huge menu, but each dish was focused on quality and taste. We all ordered different things, and of course we had to try each other's dishes, Italian style. It was a culinary experience unlike anything else, and I can't wait to go back to this restaurant and visit it again as soon as possible, because everything about it, the flavors, the dishes, the people, just left a lasting impression. Honestly, I can't stress enough how amazing the food was in this place. We were all blown away, from starter to main course to dessert. So I just wanted to share this with you all and give you a feel of what it was like to eat here. It's definitely a place you have to try if you ever get the chance to come to San Martino. After dinner, we took a nice walk back home and spent the night playing poker all together. By the end, it was just me and Eddie left, and I ended up winning, but I have to say Eddie is really good at poker, so it wasn't easy. This morning, we're taking Eddie to see the snow. The next morning, knowing it was our last day, we decided to do something special and climb up into the mountains. The weather was cold and crisp, so we bundled up because we were heading up to 2,000 meters. Our first stop was breakfast at this cozy cafe where everything was homemade. I couldn't resist trying an apple strudel, in my opinion an absolute must when you're in the mountains. And Samu of course went all out and ordered 4 or 5 cakes. Classic Samu, it was hilarious watching him having them all. After that, we continued our walk to the cable car, and here's a little clip of Pato having some water along the way.
I am not scared.
Yes, you are scared.
I'm so excited.
You're excited and scared? Pochino.
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 Can you believe it? Here. I'm here now. I'm gonna be there. Look, I'm gonna be there.
We set out on our adventure to the mountains, all hoping to find some snow because Eddie has never seen it. Despite the weather down below, Mickey's mom told us there should be snow at the top. We grabbed our tickets for the cable car, though Eddie was a little bit nervous about the ride, and we began to climb up. It's funny how warm it was at the base, but as we got higher, the cold really hit us. This whole experience brought back such good memories of coming here with my dad. As we climbed higher, the air became so fresh, almost intoxicatingly pure. Once we reached the top, we just walked around and soaked it all in. It got really cold up there, but the views were absolutely worth it. We took our time just enjoying the landscape and breathing in the clean, crisp air. At some point, Eddie and I talked about how amazing it would be to come back in the winter, not only to ski, but to stay in for 1 or 2 nights. Staying in those mountain refugios, they're simple but cozy, just 4 walls, a roof, and a heater to keep you warm against the cold and rain. Right in the middle of the mountains. It's such a unique experience. I stumbled across those forget-me-not flowers, that's actually the name of it, and it felt like the perfect symbol for this day in San Martino. Just like these delicate flowers that thrive between the rocks, today is a memory I know will carry with us forever. Whether it's Eddie seeing snow for the very first time or the crisp mountain air bringing us back to simpler times, this is one of those moments we'll never forget. Just like the name of those flowers remind us. Forget-me-not. After a quick stop in a baita where we grabbed a classic toast with ham and mustard, we made our way back down to the city. We were definitely hungry, but we waited until we got back to finally sit down at a restaurant. There we ordered some wine and a classic cheese fondue. I went for something hearty, sausage, grilled cheese with mushrooms, and of course polenta. A true mountain dish to keep you warm. And here's a Sam clip, making sure nothing goes to waste. We finished with a quick dessert, and with our bellies very full, we started the journey back to Montegrotto. But not before stopping at a traditional cheese shop to pick up some fresh mountain cheese. And that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I'll see you all in the next vlog.